Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to Canon Plan and Game Plan. It is time to talk about some business tips and tricks for your direct sales company or small business. And this month we are talking about spooktacular habits. I will tell you 100 times over, I love Halloween, but not the scary part of Halloween. I like the cutesy pumpkins and ghosts and all the fun things. Do not like scary movies or horror movies or whatever you want to call it. And I want to liken that to habit tracking as well, because habit tracking does not need to be scary. It does not need to be something that you want to go hide in your closet because it's coming after you. And what I really want to dive into is that it is okay for you to spend time habit tracking. And to do that, we're going to spend a few minutes today talking about choosing the right habits to track for success. And a lot of times, the thought process of tracking a habit can be very overwhelming. And we talk about this a lot in our membership group about picking the right things to track so that you know on a daily, weekly basis what your business is doing and how you can do better with your business. So I want to talk about 5 specific steps today, or 5 specific tips to help you choose the right habits to track. So what I want to start with is your big goals. This one seems very, very obvious, but at the same time, a lot of people get overwhelmed by this. First of all, you have to identify what that big goal is. So if it is working to build your business, if it is wanting to be better on social media, if it is a personal goal such as walking, running, biking, hiking, eating better, whatever the case may be, you want to pick your big goal and start with that. One way that you can do that, and one way that we do in our membership group, is we talk about 12-week goals. We set these once a quarter. We just ended quarter 3 and just began quarter 4. We're actually in the second week of the 12 weeks. And it is a great opportunity for you to determine what habits you need to track in order to reach the goal by the end of a certain time frame. So what you need to ask yourself is, what do I want to achieve? What is it that I am working towards? What is it that I need to be able to break down into smaller pieces so that I can determine if this is the right thing for me? You're going to need to think about habits or tasks that you can do repeatedly over and over and over again that need to be done more than once in order for you to reach your goal. Let me give you an example. So let's say one of your big goals is to grow your business. That means getting in front of more people, talking to more people, showing up better on social media, all of those kinds of things. But what kind of habits can you track in order to help you grow your business? One thing that you can do is track your reach out. So this is something that I've talked about in my membership group before. It's also something that I've talked about with Harmony Heroes. We do what's called CAP. And that is basically a conversation that you're having with people on a regular basis. Now, if you spend time talking to at least 2 people a day over the course of the month, you will have talked to 60 new people. And these could be people that have commented on your content. This is people that you might have gotten referrals from. This might be people that you have met in other groups that are not necessarily your VIP group or your business related group. So these are tasks that you can put, or habits that you can put on a habit tracker for you to have conversation with 2 new people every single day. It's a great way for you to grow your business. Another thing that you can do is follow up. So maybe you are, instead of meeting new people, maybe you're going back to help your past customers to get new product. Maybe they use consumable product, and so they need to have replenishments. This is a good way for you to have a conversation with them. All right, step number 2 is focus on a few key habits. And I know that Carol's actually watching this, and we talk about this a lot in the group, in our membership group, is don't give yourself too much to change over time, because it creates overwhelm. So if that means that you are trying to do like 15 new things and you want to track it all, that will be very overwhelming for you. So make sure that you are tracking just one or two things at a time so that you can get better at those particular things before you add new things on there. So you want to choose things that will have the greatest impact on your business. If that means sending out those two messages and that has the biggest impact, great. If that means going in and interacting on your social media, and those are the things that you want to focus on, that's fantastic too. But make sure that you are keeping on task or focusing on the key habits that are going to help you move your business forward. Let me give you an example. We talked about growing your business. If that was your major goal and you wanted to grow your business, but you spend time aimlessly scrolling social media, it might give you the illusion that you're working on your business, but it's not going to help you with the end results that you're wanting, because if you're not interacting, if you're not commenting, if you're not talking to those people and you're just aimlessly scrolling, then you're going to miss that habit that you want to build. Number 3, align your habits with the values and priorities that are important to you. So your habits should reflect what's important to you. So if what is important in your business is that you want to grow, again, that's going to go back to focusing on new habits and making sure that you are doing things that are aligning with what you want to do. I'm going to give you a brief example. So for me, my family time is important. That means weekends, I don't typically get on to the computer. There are some times that I'll answer a question or two, but I don't turn on my messenger, so I don't answer messages. And I really try to spend that time that I have with my family doing family things or projects around the house, or just not on social media. So one of those things that means is that during the course of the week, the Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 or 8 to 5, that means that I have to be super hyper focused on what is important in my business and getting things off my task list and focusing on building those habits so that I can walk away on Friday afternoon and know that I have done everything that I can, that I don't need to be on the computer. All right. Number 4, personal versus business habits. I don't know if you guys have heard the bike analogy before, but I'm going to go ahead and take a few minutes to share it with you. There are times in your business when people say you need to have a balance between your personal and your business life. I call baloney on that, because there is no possible way that you can be absolutely 100% balanced all the time. What happens is we might have this instance where we are working on a big project, and that takes more time than just the regular 9 to 5 that you might have in your business hours. It might mean spending extra time on a video. It might mean extra time that you spend writing out goals and tasks and doing all those kinds of things. And that is the analogy of like riding a bike. Sometimes you get on the bike and you have to lean a little bit more left in order to keep your balance, and sometimes you have to lean a little more right to keep your balance. And you will find that there will be times with your business that you need to go out, or you want to go out and spend more time with your family. You take a vacation and you do all of that things. So the week before vacation, you spend a lot of time leaning way to the left, getting all of your business stuff pre-scheduled and taking care of videos made and all of those things, so that while you are on vacation, you can really spend time just enjoying and being, leaning all the way to the right on your bike, where you're spending time with your family and not really spending a lot of time on your business. So where they say make sure that you have balance, make sure that you are making your bike get to center by throughout the month spending time on whatever task or project or whatever it is that you're looking to complete in a manner which allows you to have both self-care and your business at the same time. All right, last one, revisit and adjust as needed. So habit tracking isn't set in stone. What you choose to set for your habits does not necessarily mean that you have to do those forever and ever and ever. You might get to the end of the week and do your reflection. And again, this is something that people always miss, and one that we talk about a lot in our membership group is the accountability portion, taking time to look at what you actually accomplished over the course of the week, and is that habit that you are working on working for you. So take time at the end of the week or before the next week to reflect. What did you get right? What did you get wrong? What isn't working? What is working? Habits might look good on paper. And just because they look good on paper doesn't mean that they look good or work well in practice. And so we need to be able to feel free to make changes where necessary. Now, that doesn't mean that if you are not meeting your goal because you set a goal and you're not meeting it because you don't feel like it or you're not motivated, that's a different story than this is not the right goal for me, right? This is not the right habit that I need to be tracking. So make sure that you take time to reflect on why something is working and why it isn't working. And if it's not working, maybe that's not the right goal for you at that moment. And it's something that you can revisit at a later time. So just those 5 quick things today. Start with your big goals and determine what it is that you want to track. Focus on a few key habits that are going to help you with that big goal that you are working towards. Make sure that your habits align with your values and priorities, what's important to you, and don't bite off more than you can chew. And then make sure that you take time to set not only personal but business habits as well, so that you can take care of your number one asset, which is you. And then the last thing is make sure that you take time to revisit and adjust your habits as needed by doing a weekly and a monthly review of how your habits are working for you. And that is it, my friends. Those are some tips for you to help you choose the right habits to track for success. If you are in the market for building goals, developing habits, or managing tasks, this is the place to be. Follow Cannon Planning, whether here on my business page or over on YouTube. And I will see you all next week.